game draw 5 of the mixed doubles Australian Curling Championships.
Your commentators this evening is husband and wife duo and marginally successful mixed doubles team today. 50% of our matches ended in victory.
And it's Brad and Fiona. So we've got Team Collins Powell putting their first Yellowstone in the house.
And as we've quickly learned, it's usually a bit of a race to the button. Whoever can get there first does have a little bit of sway on how the match unfolds. We have Roz and Ian. Roz will be throwing first and last stones. And Roz had her draw weight in this afternoon, so she's one to be watched, for sure.
We've also got an interesting battle of the uniforms going on here. We've got Anne and Andy in their tropical curling attire, and Ian and Roz with their unicorn curling house.
It's very distinctive. You don't see a lot of curling unicorns. On the other sheets tonight, so we're starting on sheet A, which may not be visible on the live stream, but we have father-daughter combo, Hugh Milliken and
Carly Milliken.
And we also have Matt and Grace from Brisbane.
Sheet B, we've got Thomas and Kiara, and Joe and Nathan.
Thomas and Kiara could be visible on the live stream every now and then, but we will call out any significant action we see over there.
And sheet D, we've got Jen and Nat taking on Bruce and Michelle.
Ian throwing his first rock, unless I missed one already. Early days, Ian would be looking for some sort of curl at the end there, which I don't think he's getting. He's got the tap on the yellow.
Oh, very nice.
He'll be pretty happy with that.
Oh, he couldn't remove it yet.
Oh, okay. He won't be happy with that. Yes, as you viewers may be aware, in mixed doubles, sort of like in the fours game, the first 5 stationary rocks. I always mess this up, don't I?
Mm-hmm.
Basically, you can only remove stationary rocks on the 4th filament stone.
Yes.
Looking at Fiona's
Yes.
face.
We're quite new to mixed doubles, so you'll have to excuse us if...
And normally the experts that we turn to, like Hugh, Anne, and some others, are all actually on the ice, so we can't ask anyone.
And we're here all on our lonesome. There's no peanut gallery to keep us company.
I know. But we did install a new curling couch.
Commentary couch.
Commentary curling
We're
couch.
very cozy here.
Oh no, there's more alliteration to come. The cozy...
Curling commentary couch.
Excellent. As it shall be forever known. I think Brad Scott, our technical whiz, is at my right-hand side, as usual, doing a hell of a job. Somehow managed to compete, win bronze, and still be running all your live streams. So, I don't know if you've got a Patreon yet, Brad Scott, but you probably should, and you should buy Brad a coffee on it.
So we've got a red rock sitting on the button.
red has hammer as well, which is a good position to be in. And maybe trying to tap something back. I'm not sure with that line from Andy.
It's going to be a hard draw around that yellow guard.
We've all seen Anne draw in some particularly wonderful shots, so I feel like it's a bit early to break out your big gun draws, but I think she's going for the tap back, but I'm maybe wrong. Maybe they think they can get in through the front stones.
It could be. Are they going through the port, are they?
Looks like it might tap. She's going to get some contact.
She made things a little more annoying for them.
Yes, one of our favourite strategies.
Be annoying.
Be annoying. Yep. Some discussion going on. Not sure what the kerfuffle is about down there.
There's a lot of gesticulation.
We don't have a mic down there, do we? The umpires are involved. Oh, okay. Brad Scott just informing us that you may actually know what's going on better than we do.
It's probably generally the case.
Good point. Well made.
Since been resolved?
I assume so. This is Red's second last stone. Okay, obviously, hammer. We'd be pretty happy here, and if I was them, I'd be blocking every path to that button that I could at this stage.
Or trying to get some more in there. He might be trying to go through that gap. Which he did quite successfully in our earlier game with him.
He did. A bit too much though, it might do. Ooh. Maybe that end up wrecked on something.
The Ann Powell head scratch.
And I think, as we're quite new to mixed doubles, I am amazed how fast this game moves. You think you have all the time in the world, but these decisions happen very quickly sometimes, and you can't always guarantee you've made the perfect decision, but sometimes it's got to be good enough. This is a lot of thinking time, and the umpires might get onto this.
Anne has told us off for taking this amount of time over...
She did indeed. Only in our practice game as well. They've made a decision. Andy will be throwing the last rock. Or stone. I'm not sure what to call them now. Somebody had a discussion before whether it was stone or rock.
I feel like it's fairly interchangeable.
Yes, I think the origin of the person, changes what you call most things, because brushes. Canada does a lot of great brushing. And he's super duper wide out there.
That's really hung out there.
He is not going to be happy with that, unless that was on purpose.
It's a swing and a miss.
I think it would be on purpose. I think he was trying to tap that little bit of a slash shot on that yellow, trying to cut it into the middle.
So Red's happily sitting one here. Can they get another one?
I think so. They've got a tap back there available to them. It's not visible on the overhead, but on the on the sheet camera it is. You can see top left as you're looking at it.
Do you think they can fire that red back and into the yellow?
Yeah, I think they can. They don't need to get it to the yellow. They just need to get it just to the
True.
Just out counting the yellow at the back there.
Well,
That'd be a great shot.
One should never underestimate Roz.
Correct. We've heard some amazing stories about games that have been almost sewn up, and then Roz has delivered the perfect shot.
Through the narrowest port.
Moving granite into weird locations and upsetting everybody, especially Anne. I've had it happen to her a number of times.
Anne has been quite anxious about this game, actually.
Yes. Simply because we didn't see Roz pull the big shot on us earlier today.
I feel like she's got them pent up.
We were waiting for it. A little wide, hoping for that to come in. I have enough to do the
It has
tap,
been quite curly.
It's coming in. Will Ian get a tap?
I think he might.
He will.
Yes!
Well done, Roz.
Roz special.
Anne has
Two
had it
red.
happen again. Ooh. Just I guess as a conflict of interest, we're staying with Anne and Andy in the same house, so this could be quite bad for us if Anne comes back angry.
Yes.
Yeah.
She could be grumpy.
And we have to play Anne and Andy tomorrow.
Yes, it's going to be Hawaiian shirt versus Hawaiian shirt.
And signalling to the commentary box that she's been
Rozzed.
Yeah. Anne's usually a pretty good sport with her curling. She does like to have some fun out on the ice. She introduced us to curling.
Yes.
How long ago was that exactly? Have we been to 3 nationals?
Yes.
4?
This is our third.
Third nationals. Initially we came as a mixed double. No, mixed double.
Mixed fours.
Mixed fours. Anne and Andy, myself and co-commentator Fiona. And we did okay.
Yeah, we came fourth out of 8.
Which in retrospect was amazing because Anne and Andy were probably only playing with 5 rocks at most because it was a flip of the coin as to whether I was out the back of the house or before the hog line.
Brad had a penchant for throwing rocks through the house
Yes,
with a
right.
flashy.
Well-known penchant. And we'll try and sweep this out the back. And if she gets it out... Oh,
Yep.
it's still in.
No, it's out of the house.
No, it's got to leave the play area. It has left the play area, so Anne is allowed to do that. Ian cannot remove one of the placed stones until that 4th delivered rock. So, unfortunately, one rock lost that he can use later on to build an end. Won't be happy with that. Didn't do that to us.
You did try to sweep one out.
I did try to sweep one out.
I was a bit appalled by it, actually. I was like, what are you doing?
I know. Usually you want your rocks in the house. Do you want to give us a score update for sheets A, B and D? Fiona? They all seem to have...
Okay, sheet A. We've got 1 red. I forget who's red.
Banana benders, the yellow rocks. So that's Matt
1
and
to
Grace,
Milligan.
Yellow.
Sheet B, we've got 2 to the yellow team, which I think is Joe and Nathan. And sheet D, we've got 2 yellow, which is Bruce and Michelle. Go guys.
Wow, that's a big end.
Against Jen and Matt.
Yeah. Jen and Matt probably... Are they ranked number 2 in this tournament?
They are, yes. In the B, they're number 1 in the B pool.
Yeah. Number 1 in our pool, being Dean and Tali, our Olympians.
We played them in our first game, in our very first mixed doubles game.
Wasn't that a sight to behold? We did get 1 point.
Yes. We counted that as a success.
We earned that point. Fiona with a beautiful draw. They did get 15 other points though that we couldn't match, but there you go. And drawing in nicely here on sheet C, the sheet we should be commentating. She's got backing as well, so she won't be too worried about sitting on that back red.
Nice rock, Anne.
It's not going anywhere in a hurry.
Still got the button open for Ian.
Yep. Prime real estate, that button, and mixed doubles. Ian, Roz, and Andy, and ourselves all curl from Melbourne O'Brien Ice House, which is a skating rink by day, and almost every night except Monday nights when it turns into fairly poor curling ice.
But that shouldn't discourage you from coming along and trying curling.
Definitely should come along. It's still fun, even though it's not beautiful flat competition ice like this.
Like this lovely Naseby
Maniatoto Adventure Park curling ice.
Manicured by our wonderful ice maker, Reese.
Who's disappeared somewhere. Probably off monitoring his temperatures. He does that quite often. And with another draw.
Being called off by Andy.
I think that's a mistake, but they're on the ice, and sometimes it's easier to call down there.
Mm.
Yes, he may have regretted his decision, but it's counting.
Oh, there was a bit of a look there.
Yeah.
The why did you call me off look.
Yeah, we've all given each other those looks before. Especially like the Fiona, are you sure? And the Brad responsive, not really. Probably should work on that bit of communication. That button is still open. And Ian thinks he can get a piece of it.
It's going to get by the guard. It's looking good.
They really need to lean on that broom to get that in there.
Pulled up a little bit light.
Yeah. Alright.
So we've got three counting yellows.
Andy will be throwing the hammerstone, so it's good. There is one last opportunity from Roz to drop one into that triangle.
Unless Anne
Blocks that
clogs
path.
things up. It's looking a little hot on it. She's on it.
She may be going for guard. And she just wants to block that path. Really. I think she's going to be greedy. She's not necessarily going to want 4, but she'll be happy that path has been blocked. Yeah, if Roz can freeze it to that back yellow, that'll be shot rock, but also not an easy shot. Hang on, is he in throw? Have I miscounted rocks?
No. He's going to be sweeping it.
Oh, he's just setting up the rock for her. That's nice.
He's a good lad.
Yeah. And Roz deliver the goods once again.
And so this is sort of interesting that we've been trying to figure out over the last couple of days whether to have someone in the house with a broom or someone with you when you deliver to time your rock and give it a nice little sweep.
Yeah, not like the mixed competition.
Or the men's and
women's.
women's.
The men's and women's where you've got 4 people. You've got the skip usually in the house, and you've got some minions to help you time your rocks, sweep your rocks for you.
Be a support crew.
This is quite interesting. It's quite narrow, but could move some things around. If Anne gets rozzed again, can't quite see what's happening.
Oh,
Ooh. Drop the scoring down to 3, maybe. Maybe 2. Still 1 rock to come. I'll try and increase that again. Can you see from that overhead, Brad, whether that's sitting 2 or 3? Oh, okay. That is sitting 2 yellow. The 2 yellows on this side, on the left-hand side, as we look at the screen, are not in the shot. They're outside that red.
Yep.
Okay, go Ross.
She's found her mojo again.
Indeed. I competed with Andy in the men's fours earlier in this tournament, and I know he's capable of some devastatingly good draws. And with Anne on the stopwatch, making sure he's got the correct time and judging weight, could be another opportunity for him to shine.
Anne hasn't done a lot of sweeping this week with skipping the women's team.
So you're saying she's fresh?
Yeah.
Andy looks like he's trying to just tap something here. It's moving. It's unfortunately going to wreck on guard. It's not going to get him what he needs, unfortunately. And we are tied up at 2 yellow, 2 red.
2 yellow.
Bananas. Team Collins. They'll be going into the third end without the hammer. So Ross and Ian have the opportunity to set up a score.
We haven't had any discussion about food yet, which is generally a key component of the curling commentary.
I've been too interested in the games.
Well, Anne and Andy are powered by the buttered chicken that we cooked them earlier tonight.
All food standards were followed, so there should be no problems with them playing the full game. Chicken was correctly cooked. And for those interested, it was from a jar. Not something I normally would do at home, but damn, after a lot of curling, I can cheat a little bit and cut some chicken up and shove it into a simmer sauce.
Use a simmer sauce.
And some bin scraps from the fridge. Vegetables we
hadn't
used and decided they would be also good in the curry.
Got rid of that floppy carrot.
It was so floppy it could not be peeled. It's not a good sign for a carrot.
This is looking like a nice draw.
Yeah. This is what we've got to put up with tomorrow, unfortunately. Yeah. So look, hopefully they're using up
Very
all of
nice
these nice shots on this game.
It's a little tiny bit of it hanging out, but...
I don't know how much house sabotage we can get up to. We could crank the heating up in their room.
Oh, we could show Andy a zombie movie.
Oh, yeah.
He's a bit prone to some zombie dreams.
He's acting out his zombie dreams. Yes. That could all work nicely in our favour. Maybe I won't make Anne her morning coffee.
Oh, yes.
I will refuse.
As long as you make me mine.
Of course. I would not dare not make your morning.
Leave me uncaffeinated.
I actually quite like the ritual, to be honest. I'm quite fond of Big Red. Big Red, for those who don't know, is a constant travel companion for Anne and Andy. It's been with them.
It's very well travelled.
It is an Italian stovetop espresso unit, which now has probably less red paint than aluminium showing through it, but it's So it can make a decent coffee if you feed it correctly. I'm just distracted by the actual game we're commentating.
Oh, nice shot, and
absolutely stunning draw.
Chef kiss for that one.
That is a
Mwah.
And in the words of Darren Hanlon, that sounds like a bug being squashed. Mwah. You don't remember that one? Oh, okay. Okay. And an exciting last stone to the button for Thomas Betts. Should be.
You'll be happy with that?
Well, his hair tonight, done by Kiara.
She's really nailing those braids, isn't she?
Yes. They are still lopsided, or no one can actually see those on the live stream feed, unfortunately. They'll just have to keep an eye out in the corner of the frame every now and then for a Thomas in his blue shirt and his braids.
Andy's instructing Anne to just pop another one on the button.
Oh no, we're getting onto that line.
Guarding.
Maybe. So they're only holding one. They're only sitting one.
That's a lot of ice, Andy.
It's a lot of ice. But if he got it wrong, Anne would certainly let him know.
It has been pretty curly, this sheet.
If all they're trying to do is hit that outside red, then
I think they're just putting in a guard.
it's coming around.
Oh, they're putting it in?
Alright. It doesn't matter if it's high, they've just blocked that path. They'll tap that back later. They've got options. Ooh.
Ian's
calling for a smashy.
I love a good smashy.
Arms akimbo.
Normal? It's been called.
Normal
Little
weight.
less ice. This sheet does have a few straight spots around about the 4 foot.
I will attempt to get a hog to hog and we'll see how close the hog to hog time reveals. It's normal. From there, timing begins. That is a cross, Fiona.
No.
That is a peel weight.
Oh, that
Has removed their second.
the placed rock.
Yeah. They're not sitting second shot, so
Sitting third shot.
does open it up a little bit for
Yeah, 2 yellows.
Yeah.
That's the third.
Right. 1 and 2. No, the red rock was sitting second before Ian adjusted it. Not in his favour.
Yes.
Yeah. Ian took it. Can our viewers hear your audio? No. Oh, okay. It's just a bit of a one-sided conversation, that's all. The mystery person, Brad Scott, delivering us valuable information.
Well, B1 as he's become affectionately known in our house.
B1, yes.
Oh, and it's a little light on that one.
And light, unfortunately. It has left things a little bit open. I think there's another takeout opportunity here, although...
Can we... Oh no, we've still got 2 red rocks.
Ian's got one. Okay. Maybe we shouldn't have pointed out to Ian that he left a lot of our guards in play. I think he...
Yeah, he wasn't doing a lot of peeling in our previous game, so...
I'm thankful for it. What else has he given though, Fiona?
No, that looks pretty wide.
Ross has come in without consultation. So, I'm not sure how they operate, but that's something you've done to me as well.
I must admit I have changed your eyes to an excellent result.
Yes, without telling me. entirely sure what outcome we're
No, we're
searching
trying to
for
knock
here.
that red.
Is it gonna
Think
clip the
inside.
yellow?
Yeah.
No, no.
Looks good.
Oh, that.
Oh, nice shot.
Couple
That
of
has
ricochets.
removed
but-
one. Yellow's still sitting one.
Yep. But red has hammer.
Not looking as dangerous as it did before. Oh, if you're in an Andy, what do you do? Got it. You're 2-all in the third end.
That's looking a bit like a hit conversation.
Yep.
I guess that is doubleable, right?
It is. You'd have to hit it just right, or else you might lose your only shot rock.
Mm.
It's got to be good.
Dangereux.
Yeah, dangereux indeed.
My Duolingo French learning's coming out here.
C'est magnifique.
Très dangereux.
Or in the words of the 12th man, Richie Bell. Bien tot. Nerd.
No,
I know all the good words.
that's on the not to be said sheet.
Oh, right. Was it? We don't have that sheet in front of us. Oh, no.
That's what it handed to us.
It arrived in a flurry. Where does it say French swear words are not allowed?
Was that French?
This paperwork is getting longer and longer.
Oh, we've got a bit of an Andy rocket coming here. They've decided to try this takeout.
It's moving. It could be alright. He's got to get it.
Oh no!
Oh, that
they've
is not the outcome they were looking for.
they've left.
Draw for 2.
Oh no, Andy.
Draw for 2. Andy won't be happy with that.
And giving him a bit of a talking to.
I'm sure she's just reassuring him that it's all cool. And as long as
Not a problem.
As long as they're having fun, I still love you.
Sweet pea.
Father of my children. Yes. Maybe no sweet pea calls tonight. I haven't actually read this curling sheet.
Curling integrity. Alright. So Roz just needs to get it anywhere in the house. Anywhere at all. You got this, Roz.
So I can't say that that was a terrible call by Anne and that they had no chance with that shot.
No.
Okay. Nor can I say
Too
they're
late.
falling apart at this end.
No.
It's hard to watch. Okay. Do people actually say this, do they? That's just mean. No, I think all good commentators need to make it look like both teams can still win at any point in the game, even when it's 15-1 and you're handshaking. Like we were.
It's a little bit
With Dean and Tully.
He could come in off here. This is it. This is okay. He's just got to make the rings.
I think
Actually,
they
he could get
could.
3. They could get 3.
Oh, is it going to bite?
They've got 3.
Oh.
That's
No,
why.
no.
No,
But the top
it's
one
only-
isn't.
Oh, I
No.
can't see the top of this.
There's 2 flobs here.
Flobs, yes. Not on our can't say list. But
I think because you modified it to frustrating little outside biter.
Yep.
Are we going to need a measure here?
No.
No?
Or
Well, I
maybe
think
they will.
They've kicked away all the other rocks.
Yep,
They're-
rocks
Yep, they're
coming
bringing
out
a
there.
measure. And does like a measure.
Yep. As the umpires told us, if you have to look more than a couple of times, get out the measure.
So the measuring device is actually quite cool.
Yeah, I do
It's
like
kind
that.
of like a little pressure sensor, and they get 2
Bit far
members,
away to see from
a member from each team to have a look at
Watch the little dial.
how much pressure is exerted on each rock.
Really analog piece of equipment, but certainly does the job.
Where'd got that one?
Well,
Yeah,
it does
that's
when they
two.
push it in like that.
No. That's how he's indicating that they
I thought he
won.
was using Hugh rules. You just, place the rock where you think it should have been.
So was that 2 red
That
then?
is too red.
They got rozzed
Rozzing.
again.
peanut gallery has gone wild. Oh boy.
How are the other sheets
Oh yeah, we've
coming
been
along?
totally distracted.
It's
Fiona?
been a ripper of a game.
Fiona, how about you use those eyes of yours and tell us what the scores are?
Alright, so sheet A, we've got 2 reds, which is Team Milliken. Sheet B, looking like it's 2 all. And sheet D, got 4-2. Matt and Jen up by 2. But Michelle and Bruce holding their own.
I'd be happy with that, Michelle and Bruce. A new pairing for the mixed doubles. Michelle has never competed in mixed doubles. Bruce has had a few goes.
This is looking a little hot.
And
Little
Anne is
Anne's-
going to get on
Anne's on
that
it.
again.
Ooh, is she going to do it?
Yep.
Yep.
All right.
He really had saved up those sweeping muscles.
Ian wasn't kidding when he said he has backline. Oh no, that's Ross's backline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well.
But it's a tough miss. But I know Ian has a great attitude, and I know they'll be resetting for the next shot.
It still got smiles as well.
We're giving Roz a cheer.
Yeah.
She's been
It's
having
huge
a
crowd that's
having a cracker.
watching.
Yeah, it's a pity there's not more people here to see.
That is hot, 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 hot.
Hot and
Yeah.
wide.
We've got the Anne Whirly bird finger.
That means it's up, up, up.
That's
And Ian should be out there.
up and away.
Ross should be out there preparing to show that off the
It's
back.
not even worth.
Bye bye, bye bye bye.
That will be a relief to Ian, I think. It is lovely. You know, you don't want to see people throw through the house, but when you've just done it,
It's nice to
you do
be
wanna-
amongst friends.
Yeah, indeed. Open button. Basically back to the beginning again now. with
Yeah.
Only 4 rocks each instead of 5.
This is looking pretty nice.
Yeah. Ian may want to judge that weight properly. He'll ideally want to freeze on that yellow.
Oh, this is going to be nice.
He's coming in.
Real nice.
Doesn't quite have the legs, unfortunately.
I think though, it's a great rock.
Yeah.
It's very hard to
It can
read.
only get better, and that yellow rock at the back can only get worse. So, good position to be in.
Looks
Certainly difficult to move.
looks well hidden.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Safe from takeouts, and could take stuff out now, I think, because there are 5 rocks have been placed on the ice.
Looks like she's
She's playing the draw game. We know she likes her draws. You played with Anne and came second in
Yes.
the women's fours competition.
we got quite close to
Yeah,
Oh, a
she
little
did.
nudge. She's in.
Best of 3, and you won one of them and narrowly missed the others. But what I was leading to is, how's Anne's takeout game looking?
she's pretty crisp on her hits.
I'm interested. They're trying for that button again.
Well, he knows the line.
Purely because of my lack of experience, I am wondering why they're not coming around to tap on that yellow.
Well, I think you want to kind of... Well, that bit's open, right? On the left.
But yeah,
That's where the button real estate is.
it is. But to get in there is
Oh.
tough.
And they've now left that hanging out in the breeze for Anne
May try
to...
and hit and roll off that. And he's going just top of 4. Although Andy does put his thinking broom down for a little while, and then he moves it to.
No, he's going... Oh, no, he is.
Just drawing in. That red rock isn't in the way anymore, so it's actually more of an open path.
She's watching it.
She's all right. Must have. Hearing Andy calling her in. He's coming out to help.
Is it going to get there?
It's not. It's going to fall just short. Great effort though. They've also made that draw a little more difficult. Looks like Rose is coming to the other side now.
And swept that hard.
You could actually try and tap back your red here.
Mm-hmm. Brad's looking at other things he shouldn't say.
It's quite an interesting list, actually. To be fair, there's a lot of things I should say, which is really lovely. I don't know who put this list together. That is stunning. That is wonderful. That was exactly the shot they needed to play.
That gets a chef kiss too.
It does. Mwah. I don't know how we're popping on the audio for our chef kisses, but
Soz.
sauce. Oh, Andy really looking rattled now. Oh no, that's over.
Yeah. Looking at some
Interesting
angles
battle going
here.
on in sheet D.
What's happening on sheet D?
Well, it's all square after 3 ends.
Wow.
Square after 3 ends. Gotta say, what a performance from Bruce and Michelle. Matt Panucci and Jen Westhagen, experienced campaigners, both here and internationally. So
Michelle and Bruce should be pretty
Absolutely.
proud of their achievement.
they should be quite chuffed with what they've achieved so far.
They've just been getting better and better
They
as
really
the
have. They
tournament
really
goes
have.
on.
They've had some close ones, and unfortunately, just have had the rocks roll in the wrong direction for them a few times. Which does happen depressingly often to us. I'm sure it's got something to do with our skill level, but we're working on it.
This looks
And
like a takeout.
Andy's trying to remove some granite here.
Being called on.
Andy is calling her loud. She's got past that guard.
Just
Oh, and
Oh no.
that is still open. It's not as bad as it could be. It's not as bad as it could be. Great attempt. I mean, that's a whisker. Can't say beestick. Whisker.
Much better.
I thought you guys were doing Spirit of Curling awards the other night.
Yes, I think
And the general
Michelle.
principles.
Anne announced that she thought the Spirit of Curling award was really embodied by the adage, don't be a dick.
I think that's important for all aspects of
I
life.
think it's just, yeah, a good life.
Except commentary. I think that's the...
We can be dicks.
I think it might be we might currently be a little dickish, yes.
Oh, I don't know what Rose has done here.
It's a little hot.
But I'll tell you what, as we're coming down and finishing this end,
Woo!
Ross has
Flashy bit.
just
Did
knocked a
pick
red
out
out.
something.
So Anne needs to draw this for 2.
No.
Well,
She
she's,
needs to
she,
nudge it one for 2.
I don't think she's going to separate those very much.
Not really.
Those rocks are joined at the hip, so it's going to be difficult to do what Anne wants to do. Maybe just get one out of this. steel.
Is red or yellow shot rock?
No, it's red is shot.
Red.
But they can obviously put it in there. They can.
They got backing. I don't think Andy often misses these types of draws. He's got backing. Not much can go wrong. Even if he gets a heavy tap on his yellow, it will be shot rock. However, strange things can happen in this game. But I'll tell you what, we're coming into the fourth end break, and I think I'm going to go and get myself an ice cream. Here at the Mania Totoro Adventure Park, there is a lovely little ice cream freezer downstairs.
A chili bin.
No, that would be an esky.
Oh.
Yes.
It's just a fridge. The fridge downstairs will provide me with my snack. Here it comes.
Go,
She may have wrecked.
go.
She may have
No,
wrecked.
it's Andy's shot.
Oh, sorry. Andy has wrecked.
One red.
A steal.
Yeah.
A steal of one.
Their nightmares may be coming true here.
Do you want an ice cream?
Yes, please.
What would you like? There's like frosty fruits and something you would like.
Yeah.
I'm going to go some sort of Rocky Road thing.
Okay. You know what I like.
Yeah. I'll be back. Fast forward.
Let me update on the other sheets. So sheet A, we have 3 to the red team, which is Team Milliken. We've got 2, 3. 2 to Joe and Nathan. 3 to Thomas and Kiara. And we're
The other way.
tied up on sheet D at 4 all. So, being by myself here, maybe Brad,
No, it's okay.
maybe B2 can, B1 can chat to me.
Yes.
What-
certainly.
What's been your observations of the mixed doubles comp so far?
Oh, excellent. Some of the great games. Some of them a bit of mixed up, and that's what we're looking at on sheet D. Certainly there's great stone in there from Michelle and Bruce, right on the button. And you had the other way around, I think, down on sheet B.
Oh, sorry, did I?
Yeah, Joe and Nathan leading that with 3-2.
Sorry.
Something
else you've got.
Could be crinkly.
Just went a bit through the house there. A bit too long, but they're still keeping shot rock, but it is jammed on the red.
Oh, it's Brad Scott commentating.
Yes.
Yes.
Excellent.
We decided to have a chit chat.
Good.
Actually, can you keep commentating while we eat our ice creams?
I have gone the tip-top rocky road.
And Brad's got me a classic Magnum. Good choice, Brad.
Yeah, I knew to avoid the rocky road for
Nothing
you.
like product placement and sponsorship.
If they want to sponsor us next year's at the Nationals,
And where's
tip-top.
mine, Brad?
Actually, we're running a fun spiel in Victoria in October, looking for some sponsorship. So
If this is the kind of exposure you think you need for your business, let us know.
we're tuning out to enjoy our Nomi snacks.
We will be back.
Thank you, Fiona and Brad, for you two, as it is known in the household. Also on the curling sheet as we played in our fours. It's an interesting battle also on sheet A, although the Milliken team are 3 points ahead after 3 ends. They just tried to come through a port and still have, they have 2 up on that end. So I'm sure they weren't streaking ahead anyway. Oh, and Kiara's oh, it's close. I'm just looking at the There's 2 stones to play. This is on sheet B. And the break is over on sheet C. As our players return to sheet C, I'm waiting for our commentary team to return. Unfortunately, they've deserted me, left me with nothing. Eating ice creams in front of me, it's... So we still have the ends to play on sheets A, B and D, and I'll ticker off that as the sheets will be updated shortly.
Alright, Brad 2, back in the house. Finished my rocky road, and I'd just like to send a message out to Tip Top. That is a golden gay time right there in Australia. That's what we call that one. I was expecting marshmallows, and there were none. Call that rocky road, do we? Very false advertising. Okay. We have five Facebook people. Could be more on the YouTube. We could call out for heckles. Done that before.
Over on sheet A is the last rock.
Matt and Grace drawing for a second shot. Possibly a third. I'm not sure. I can't quite see from this angle. They want to be on it.
No, they need to get it down there.
I don't know why Matt got off that, to be honest. Maybe because
well,
it
on
was...
sheet B, Thomas is sweeping, trying to get into the house.
Fiona, are you back on? Oh, Fiona is still...
It's a bit too heavy, Kiara. That
Still
might be
deep
two.
in her magnum. I am notoriously fast at eating.
Still for two. For Joe Robbins and Nathan Fancy.
Alright. That is quite a nice rock again. This... I was very happy with how this is shaping up for them. Nods approvingly at my comment.
You see what
Do I have you live on here
Yeah.
as well? Do I have you on here as well? Or?
Yeah.
I can't hear you through my...
Don't you know?
Alright. Anne can perform under pressure. Under a little bit of pressure here to get some of these draws landing and really clog that house up. Unfortunately, that is hanging wide.
No, it's coming in.
It's coming in, but is it coming in fast enough?
It's got a long way to go.
She's not going to be happy hanging out there in the breeze.
Yeah, it's coming along.
And welcome back to Fiona.
That was an excellent ice cream break.
I think that was a fantastic idea by me. I don't know why I haven't thought of that earlier. Probably just for the children, but we are young at heart. Oh, we have a crowd.
I might leave you.
The crowd has arrived.
Some peanuts in the peanut gallery.
Yeah. I also dropped some allergens on the floor, which I'm a bit worried about.
This is another nice looking rock by Ian. Coming on in.
That is very nice.
And this is...
I am so glad they didn't play like this against us.
I am too. And it's a very pleasing arrangement of rocks here.
Oh, you do like your symmetry, don't you? Really making Anne and Andy think here.
I wonder if Anne and Andy might call a power play in the next end.
Maybe.
They do have an excellent power play dance in their pocket.
This game's looking a bit serious, though. Do you think they are up for a power play dance?
Well, power plays have not tended to be their friend. They had a 5 stolen in their power play against Dean and Tully, so I think they may be a bit power play shy.
Yes, but only so many things you can do against Dean and Tully, and
They played rather well,
yeah,
Anne and Andy.
they did. It was only 9-3, I think, to Dean and Tully for that one. It's nice. It's now guarded that red though, and
Ian's calling for a guard.
I would agree with him at this point in the game.
Guard is good.
Guard is great. Harder to do than you would think though, sometimes.
Hopefully he doesn't throw his backline weight at it.
If he does though, he may actually hit something yellow, because there is a lot of it floating around.
Good, thank you.
Have we got a bit of a guard weight, or is that a bit heavy?
Looks like it could be...
He's not touching
Oh,
it.
he's sweeping it.
He wants it.
He's
wants it.
trying to tuck it around or something.
I think that's what he wanted to do. Or maybe he overcurled a little bit at the end. He may have wanted to keep that a little more outside. And looking for a takeout here, thinking she can chip
Oh,
that.
double that out.
She's thinking about it.
Will it come onto that yellow though?
If she's got the right angle, it will spit out down to the left on a 45-degree angle. It's definitely could remove both of those, and honestly, if they did that, they would be very, very happy chappies.
Well, with those two reds gone, there's quite a sea of yellow
That is
there.
a lot of yellow in the house.
And I think this happens in mixed doubles. You're thinking you're sitting pretty, and then...
Yeah, suddenly the two rocks you thought were going to win you an end
are
not your friend.
not there anymore.
Yep. 2 rocks to play after this though. One from Ross, one from Andy.
And called Andy onto sweep that.
She's called him on early. It's a little wide. Oh, sorry, a little narrow maybe.
Ooh, got rid of one of them.
Yep, got rid of one.
Didn't quite get the double.
Now there is a...
That red's
It is
looking pretty
sticky.
sticky there.
It's going to be hard to get out of there now, unfortunately. They've actually made it maybe more difficult.
They've kind of walled it off.
They have. So Roz will throw her last stone. Looks like they're going for an in-off maybe. They're going to try and hit that outside yellow and roll in.
A hit and roll.
Does it need to be in a Soviet accent?
Or a hit and hide.
Hit and hide, tap and roll. I think if Roz pulls that particular hit and roll off, I think we can probably count that in the Roz special column.
Mm-hmm.
because generally hit and rolls not a high percentage shot.
No, they're not easy
for
to
anyone,
do.
really. It does take good accuracy to land it on the right part of the rock. Usually some fairly intense sweeping as well. Tell you what though, she's gone narrow enough that this could work.
I think it's coming around. I think it might
It's
be.
going to go inside.
I
It
think
may
it might
land on
be
a back red though.
wrecking on those reds at the front.
That is actually not made it easier either. There is a draw. Andy's pointing at a path, possibly to tap front yellow back.
That's some tippy-tappy.
Whether we can get enough weight to dislodge that red completely, I mean that would be ideal, but
That would need some big smashy.
we need backline weight. Backline weight would move that red outside of the 4 foot at least, and then you'd be sitting maybe 2, 3 or 4. So there's still a big potential there. I mean, that's a 6.
Oh, there's a power play going on in sheet B. I hope they did a dance.
I see a dance, but I wasn't really looking. I'm looking at this absolute
It's quite a
Fascinating.
cluster.
fascinating.
Yeah.
So the only way I can see he can do it is by coming well across that red at the top of the 4 foot.
Look at the symmetry, though. I know. It's very pleasing.
This reminds you
The
of-
feng shui is.
Reminds you of protons and electrons circling a nucleus in their pi orbitals.
Brad's getting his nerd on again.
Always find a way to bring it back to the fundamental sciences. And yes, anyone who's a maths nerd knows that maths is the true science. Oh, Brad's gone to Magnum. He's cracked it.
Ooh, Andy.
Oh, Andy's had a wobble. Oh, that usually doesn't mean good things, but sometimes.
It's a rocket, though.
What's he got? It's chipped wide.
Oh, I think he's. Ooh, what's.
No. It will be a steal of 1 red. Another good result for Gagnon Gallagher. Collins Powell will need to regroup now. They're pretty good at doing. Look at that positive attitude there.
They can shake it off.
Yeah. Never underestimate them. And it's not over yet. A long shot. I've lost my phone.
How are we going on the other sheets? I seem to be getting things wrong. Oh, well done. The score is 3-2 on sheet A. Oh yeah, that's looking pretty.
Is Brad going to the live stream, or is he just trying to tell us things?
I think he's chatting, isn't he? All right.
He's feeding us
Oh,
information.
okay, sorry.
and
Well, I shouldn't be conversing with him then. I
Yes.
should be telling you.
as if you know it.
Okay. Grace has played some cracker shots this mixed doubles tournament.
Yeah, and look at that scoreboard. 1, 1, 1. That's the way to do it. Did he?
Oh.
He will be on the live stream. We'll be able to review that.
Power
Is that
play.
part of his dance, or is he just looking at line? No, he's just looking at line now. Now, I didn't think he liked the power play, but I guess when you're down by 4, coming home, you do need to do something. So
For those campers who don't know what a power play is, they're generally called when you down by a few and want to try and pick up a bundle.
Or you want to maintain a really good lead.
So the rocks move off to one or other side, which is decided upon by the team that has called the power play. And
no one else knows how to
no
use
one
them.
really... Is Roz going to do the tick?
She's going to tick. Wrong way, though. But provides a useful guard.
So in watching some of the magic of the Dean and Tarley
World Championship
Finals, we learnt about the chip of the power play. Brad has been trying
valiantly to master it.
Replicate this with about a 1 in 5 success rate.
I wouldn't be betting anything on me achieving that shot.
No cattle stations?
No, not at all.
The power play is a bit of a chaotic tool. It can backfire on you.
Yep. Ideally it's set up as if you were playing a corner guard and burying behind it. So the team with hammer has a well-placed rock in the wing guarded. And the idea is to try and build a big end.
Tuck them in there.
Which Anne has done successfully here. A little bit hot.
That was Andy, wasn't it?
Yes.
Looks like it could be a flob.
Yes, a little outside biter. Could be important later on. You can't rule those out from counting.
It looks like Rose has called for a freeze or a wing nullifier, as we have learnt from our curling puzzle book.
There's also a curling Facebook page for anybody who's interested. They do a puzzle a day. Also replicated on Reddit, I believe, if you're interested.
I think it's really levelled up our
strategy?
strategy.
Our understanding. It may not have levelled up our curling, but certainly levelled up our understanding of what we're trying to achieve, even if we don't quite have the skill to achieve it.
That's not terrible. It's out counting the flob on the Palmolive line.
Palmolive line, yes. And Powell. Careful draw. Action on other sheets that you can't see on the live stream. They're sweeping like crazy, hoping to get that in the house. I don't like the chances. It's pulling up.
Well, Anne's looking quite red in the face there.
That's got to be on the sheet.
I didn't say she was crying or anything. Yeah, there's quite the wall of rocks out the front on sheet A.
Yeah, sheet A is
with a lonely red.
Anyone's game. Sheet C.
Okay. He threaded something through a port and ran back
to sit one.
Good old Hugh.
And Hugh is red, leading 3-2 with hammer. So he'll be happy. He's got one shot rock guarded very well from everything else. There's a lot of stuff that can be run back. Grace is going to give it the best shot. Been having a great game so far, great tournament so far, Grace. So we'll be back again for that. And trying to come through another port here to draw into the rings.
It's okay.
She's got past the guard. It is indeed a nice shot.
Bravo.
Rose will take it a little deeper. Apparently sitting one. Rose is signalling that I'm not sure what Ross is signaling at the moment.
There's a lot of broom waving
I
going
think she
on.
might be giving Ian all of the options. If I was Ian, I'd probably follow that line Anne took and see if I could get in there too.
Are they trying for a double here?
They're trying to sit on top of the rock Anne just threw, I believe.
Are you sure? It looks like a hit line.
On what?
Yellow. That's hit speed.
Yeah, no, that is up. You are correct.
I reckon they're trying for the double here.
I get it though. He's sweeping. Oh my word. He nearly pulled that off, you know.
Very nice. And
Good attempt. Still sitting one.
that's rolled behind cover.
Yeah, it's hard to get to. Anne can draw to that though. She can draw to sit on that, which is exactly what Andy wants now. Sometimes was he calling for a bit of a draw to the 4 foot?
He was giving some very wide ice there.
Lots of ice. So he won't want it behind the tee line because they'll be able to sit on that. He would prefer it in front of the tee line. Andy good at plan B. Very good at a plan B. So if Anne's a little heavy, we'll freeze it to that back rock. And sweeping out wide though.
Looking quite nice.
Can get a bit kludgy out there when it's not used.
I see power play hasn't worked either for Thomas and.
I think we're going to have to do the stats on this power play over this tournament and get the average of all of the fors and againsts.
Well, on sheet B, see.
Do I have a stats person I can call on, Brett, like in the cricket?
I'm not a numbers person for stats like that.
Apparently we don't have enough money for a stats person.
Brad has not taken up this challenge.
Brad has enough on his plate.
So, the power play was a creation of Hugh Milliken, I believe.
It was. Well, he seems to know the rules because he invented half of them. There was a few rules he didn't get into the game, which he really wanted to get in. I think he wanted a centre tick. I also think he wanted something else about hammer, but I can't remember what that was. Anyway, not important right now. What is important is this rock from Ian.
Oh, took out the flob.
Took out the flob. Wasn't really counting anyway.
No. But, you know, any rock that can't count.
Well, he's out of the house. Can't hurt you.
Indeed.
Anymore. And he's got one shot to try and rescue something from this power play.
Well, they've got one, at least.
One, yep. And he could make it worse.
Clutch defeat out of the jaws of victory.
I think that's the right line Anne's called there. Try and tap that. And count 2. You got backing. On the other side, he risked tapping and promoting his yellow beyond the 8 foot. Only counted 1. On this side, he may actually get it. Hopefully he took some note of Anne's line and how slow it was out there.
Yes, might have to put a bit extra on it.
Might be. On sheet D, the power play.
Was there a dance?
There's a severe lack of dancing. Sometimes I feel like we're the only dancing people.
Yes, you are.
Yes, we are. Yeah.
Goodness me. Andy's throwing his final.
It's not bad.
It's a little hot.
It's got to come in.
He's
got back
got to
in.
come in on the.
It's got to move.
Oh, it's got to turn in. Oh, it's going to be on the outside.
Not going
It's
to.
going to be close. It's going to be close.
Yes!
It should be,
He's
should
done
be
it.
good. Should be good.
Successful power play.
Hey! Power play! Woo, woo, woo! think
That
I'll
was
be
a good
happy
shot
with that.
We will be happy with
So
that.
we're now 6-4.
Falls back a little bit of the lead. There will be no shaking on this end. They will play a 7th. All teams have the opportunity, if they're way behind in the 6th, to shake and end the game early, to go and have a drink at the bar.
Minimum of 6 ends played.
Minimum of 6 ends before you can shake. Even if you are down 10-1 in the 4th. You will. Another power play, as you can see. Trading power plays.
Must be the power play time of the night.
Indeed.
But power plays operating on 3 of the 4 sheets.
Jen sweeping something on sheet D. Splitting the house.
There's some surprisingly close scores going on.
Yeah, it's
Exciting games.
on paper, some of these were perhaps lopsided battles, but the reality of weeks of curling and fatigue is taking its toll. And a lot of them are very close.
Just reading some comments from the live,
Thanks, Alice Gagnon.
giving some shout outs to Ian.
Possibly listening to how bad our French is. I'm going to assume there's a relationship there.
Rose throwing her first shot of the power play.
And sweeping. It's hard to see from up here sometimes, but if that sits on top of that yellow, he's pretty happy. The separation is what they really wanted.
So I think the traditional strategy is to come in and freeze 2 things.
Yeah, you would try and freeze to that shot rock that's placed to try and out-count it.
Nullify it.
And be unmovable. And Anne's going to just utilise these guards that are now in front and try to draw
Tuck
behind.
in behind.
Yeah.
Freezing a lot harder than it looks.
Oh yeah. You have to really judge that weight to try and freeze perfectly. She has seen this one.
Looking really nice. That's
Oh, nice work.
Very nice.
Hanging out a little.
a little exposed, yes.
And it looks like Ian's going to have a go at piffing it out. It's quite a lot of ice.
What is-
Ian's calling for less.
What is piff weight? Is it in between control and normal? Or...
I feel like that's looking more like a control weight. That's curled. That's gone.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Might be a little tap back.
Nope.
No.
Yeah, it's going out.
Poopy.
That would be swept out. Okay.
Still early on.
Unicorns still got a few rocks to throw.
The unicorn on the shirt reminds me of a meme where
Your favourite meme.
like, I'll be fine, I just need to be dramatic first. This has been the first year that the umpires have awarded a uniform prize to competitors.
This looks like another
Proud
lovely draw
recipients.
from Anne.
Oh, that's
Oh, lovely.
absolutely just snuck past that guard.
Very nice, very nice.
Yeah, it's got some decent protection there with that crash from Ian.
Yeah, there is some guards up front.
Looks like they're trying the
Run back.
run back.
We can do some damage if it's on target.
What were you calling this earlier today?
Oh no, I was doing the cannon.
Oh, the cannon.
The cannon is a very specific shot where two rocks are joined, and so it doesn't matter where you hit the front rock, the back rock is going to come off at a certain angle.
This is looking nice.
It's a bit narrow, maybe. That is very,
Bravo.
very nice. I can't clap. Well, spike the mic, but I would clap.
Absolutely.
We'll do,
Well done, Ian.
do some jazz hands.
Do some sign language clapping.
It's not on camera, but it's very effective for me.
The peanut gallery is a little distracted by beer at the moment. No one cheering. Shot rock still the yellow. It's hanging out in the open now though, and it's definitely gettable.
The randomness of the power play strikes again.
Yeah, there's been no real use of it.
If this held and Anne and Andy aren't able to get some of those red rocks moving out of the way, could be a decent result for Gagnon Gallagher. I wouldn't back Anne and Andy to miss too many times.
There's quite
Maybe
the
it's
array
a
of
roll
red
line.
rocks in sheet D over here.
Oh, there's a very pleasing wall of rocks in front of the tee line. Oh, it's power play. I was wondering how that place rock went way out there. Is it a West Hagen?
A West Hagen wall.
West Hagen.
Yes, they
Canusi
called it
perimeter.
Is that what you're referring to? Or West Hagen? Canusi called it.
And
Well, yeah,
that's vigorously
that's
trying
really
to make
good.
this shot
That's
count.
really good.
She's going to get the roll as well, maybe. Little roll.
Oh,
little
very
roll.
nice.
Yeah.
Very nice,
It's
Anne.
Not
actually-
counting.
Is it not?
It's,
Oh, not
no,
quite.
it's
Still
third
a bit-
at the moment with a red rock in the middle.
Oh, Bruce has just taken out two of the West Hagen wall.
Mm. Vanessa calling for bumper weight. Vanessa West Hagen down 5-6 at the moment. Really hoping to get more than 2 or 3 here to help
With their power play.
bring them home. But
Yeah. Their power play rocks, the place rocks is still in
And-
place, I think.
and Brad, that's the 8th end on. sheet
Sorry?
two?
No,
Sixth.
sixth.
Sixth. Okay.
Yes.
Not
the
moving at a
sixth.
rate of knots, unfortunately.
No, it's only C. The game on sheet C is really, it's almost
That is.
behind,
gotta
in front of
move.
the others.
His takeout from Ian's got to come in a little bit.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Was he get a piece of it? Yes.
Oh, he
Yes,
has.
he's got it across the
Is
house
he going to
and
get?
it will not count.
Oh,
Sweep, sweep, sweep.
yeah,
Good result.
it's just on the edge, but it's still.
They can draw to sort of try and nullify it. Open house, open button. And he can draw to that. And can sweep it to where she needs it, top of the tee. Stop
One of each colour left to...
Roz drawing in. But at this point, it's a maximum of 2 possible for this power play from Gallagher West.
No. Oh, sorry. You
Oh, sorry,
looking at the
mixing
other-
my teams up.
Yeah.
Gagnon Gallagher. getting late.
Is your ice cream wearing off?
Yeah, my weak cup of tea.
Going into a carb coma?
I don't know. Did we play twice today?
Yeah.
I wonder. My little nana nap at lunchtime did not fully recharge me. Yeah, small wobble there.
Looks
Good. He's good with his weight.
the hand's putting the finger up. Looks hot.
Ian's getting ready.
Hot, 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 hot.
Ooh, he's going in quick.
Primed.
Meanwhile, Kiara on sheet B is playing their final rock.
We'll see that through the back of the house.
Yes, she's going to get Thomas to sweep hard. Oh, it's just going to tick that card. That's 2 yellow.
Sheet B, 2 yellow.
We don't always talk about curling.
Sometimes it's about ice creams.
Yes.
Alright, so we've got a final rock here from Roz. What do we think?
Well, Ross just needs to land this in the house.
In the house.
In the house.
Not always as easy as it looks. That's
Ian's
being
indicating up, and
signalled up.
that will go through the back of the house.
He's making the
Goodness.
slow hand signal.
Yeah, which is never as effective as you hope it will be, unfortunately.
No, I haven't seen a curler yet with an influence on a rock from a above.
If there's any indication in life that Reiki and all of that other garbage is not real, it's the fact that 1 million curlers have tried to slow down rocks with their hands and done nothing.
One from that power play.
One from that power play.
And
not
another one for Gallagher and Gagnon.
Bruce a little heavy. They're not trying to sweep it. They're going to use that as backing, I would say.
Brad talking about sheet
Sorry,
D's game.
I'm off on sheet D's.
Brad's seen a squirrel somewhere else.
Yeah.
Squirrel.
I would say my eyes aren't what they used to be, but they've never been good. Alright. So this is the
Alright.
eighth
In the last end.
end. Team Collins and Powell Powell Collins need to get at least 4 here to win. 3 will only take them to an extra end. And a late bedtime.
We've got to drive them home.
Yeah. You could leave the keys here for them.
It is a nice night out there.
It'll be cold.
It'll be chilly out there in Naseby.
But there'll be some nice stars.
But being a small, remote town of only 150 inhabitants, permanent inhabitants, it is lovely and quiet.
Rose has a smile in her dial.
Oh, so she should.
So she should be.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly.
She's having a corker.
I mean, that shot there would cause endless meetings with Dean and Tarley's coach if it was them. But for us,
it's a victory.
That is a fine shot. And it's good because Anne and Andy can't remove that stone
That
yet.
is very hot. Oh, we've got the helicopter finger.
Yeah. I don't think Andy really appreciates the wagging finger. I think he gets the message. Roz, we'll sweep that out the back.
Oh, come on, get on it.
Go, Roz.
Sweep, sweep, sweep.
It'll provide backing for a later shot, perhaps.
Yeah, it's still in the house.
You never know. If they try to remove that red later, jam on that back yellow and you wished you had swept it out. But Just going to try and follow Roz's lead there. Why not?
Take him in there.
Absolutely. Just got to get past the guard.
It's looking schedule up as well.
Does. He's got backing now.
He's sweeping it though.
There's a yellow rock back there.
It can be a bit deceptive,
Hard
can't
to
it?
judge from up here, yeah. That is actually beautiful.
Oh,
That is stunning.
love your work. These guys are on fire.
I am so glad they did not do this against us.
Bravo.
Chef kiss once again. Mwah.
High fives.
Chef
all
kisses
round.
all around.
Yeah.
It's too red. Lynn and Andy. I'm now getting worried for my safety.
And taking runbacks or
They can clear that guard now. There is 5 stationary rocks. So they can peel that guard. They have hammer. If they peel the guard, there is a double there waiting to happen for them if the guard is not replaced. And I think that might be what they're currently discussing.
they're talking about just putting. Oh no, this looks like hit ice. And having a crack at
Smack
these
in the
reds.
middle.
Maybe they're
Split
trying to
them.
double them.
Could do.
Yeah.
You got to be pretty right in the middle.
Yeah,
Split them.
it's got to be a good shot. And it's got to have pinpoint accuracy. But Andy will call line, and Anne will try and keep this rock as straight as possible. And Andy's pretty good at calling that line. So, no rough at the moment.
Nice way.
I can't tell from up here whether that's narrow or not. Andy's
He's
not yelling
calling
at
whoa. I can hear him saying whoa, whoa, whoa. So it looks like it's clearing the guard.
That
Going to get
is-
one, but I don't know if it's going to get
No,
both.
that is.
Oh,
Oh, and that
Oh.
That rock was the saving grace for team Gagnon Gallagher because it caught that red rock from leaving the field.
the red's still sitting.
Yeah. They need to guard this. They need to stop Anne and Andy coming in on top of it. Best way to guard? Freeze to it. And it will take... If they can freeze to that red rock, that means it's locked there, and Anne and Andy would take another 2 rocks to dislodge that. That's not a lot of... You don't have a lot of rocks to start with.
Nope.
And to waste, well, to utilise 2 of them to dig out some red rocks in your way is a tough call. Let's see what we got.
Looks like the Jen and Matt power play scored them some points
Yes,
there.
2,
3
didn't-
points.
3.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good
So
result.
that is to surpass, and now they're 8-6 ahead of Bruce and Michelle.
So they're coming home to the home end without hammer.
Oh, this looks like a
Yeah,
nice
they
one
still got
from
round to
Anne.
7.
That is another great rock.
Beautiful.
Look, and I don't think Anne and
that's-
Andy.
That was the exact shot you
Uh-huh.
called.
Yep.
I think you need to do the Mexican wave
Yeah.
with both hands.
Yeah.
I think that was an octopus score.
So yeah, let's see how this plays out. The first rock will dislodge, but it's not going anywhere because it's going to jam on that back yellow. Tough. Very, very tough. Andy is looking at that side yellow, trying to come in so it pops that back red out. Good call by Andy.
I like it.
He's just got to catch the corner of that yellow and that will see that red disappear off to the left.
Will it pop both of them?
I can't see. It's difficult at the angle we're on. But yeah, it may move that top one, but it's not going to clear it.
Which bit of the rock do you think needs to be hit to
Well, if we're looking
execute
at
this?
it, for 12 o'clock at the top, facing the shooter end,
Yeah.
I think he needs to hit on the sort of 2 o'clock, 1
Yeah,
to 2 o'clock.
quarter rock.
1 to 2 o'clock on that rock.
Quarter rock on the yellow.
Way too much rhyming. 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Let's see what she's got. And we'll call line from behind.
She's got him on it.
He's not on the rock.
She's good at it.
He's sweeping somewhere. She is a little wide.
Oof.
Take the back one out. It was the right shot.
This fell away, she said.
Yeah, she wasn't happy.
She said it fell.
Fiona, of course, knows and sign language better than most at the moment.
I can speak Anne.
She speaks Anne.
Sometimes better than her husband.
Yes. I played with Andy all week. I'm sure I still don't speak Andy. How many rocks have we got left mathematically here? 2 yellows to try and score 4 is a very difficult ask with that particular arrangement of rocks.
Yep.
You really have to try that shot again, unfortunately.
It looks like they're trying to guard against that, though.
Yes, they've seen that, and
It
they've
looks
said,
a bit heavy, though.
I see your... There's going to be a play here.
He's sweeping it.
Yeah, he's judging it well.
Where does this come out?
He has judged them pretty well so far, so
It's
it's
probably...
going to overcurl. You
yeah.
might get it. You might as well have swept that in there, Ian.
It still leaves that yellow hanging out in the breeze for...
It's a little tougher.
And
And not tougher because you can't get to it. I mean, you can obviously get to it. I think the line is there. But psychologically, when you're looking down and rocks are in the way, my brain just doesn't think, oh yeah, it's going to curl around those. And that can be hard sometimes. You really got to trust your skip, whoever's holding the broom, and trust the ice.
looking to hit it on that outer aspect of the rock.
Look, I think Anne and Andy appreciate good curling, and I think they would not be disappointed with the game they've had against Ian and Roz. They did some absolutely pinpoint perfect shots there from the other team. And
It looks like Sheet A has just
Yes,
finished.
And who ended up winning that one?
Milliken.
Team
with a
Milliken.
score of 9-2.
Okay. That accelerated away from lots of 1s and 2s there.
Richard
Death
Hand.
by ones.
That is a masterclass in not being in a hurry, just taking your 1s, taking your 2s, and building a big lead. And
Yeah, well, after the break, that Malcolm Grace came back with a 2, well, and then went to the break, and then
yeah,
were battling to score again.
Looks like we're having a shake on Sheet B as well.
and who has come out on top of that battle?
That'll be Nathan Francie and Joe Roberts.
Oh, Nathan and Joe.
Yeah.
Okay, well done. Oh, they're also staying with us. Not Nathan and Joe, but Thomas and Kiara are also in our house, and so this could be an unhappy evening if Anne doesn't make this. She's wrecked on the guard. She may actually end up pushing a rock in here. That is not ideal.
Not what they were
Andy will
after.
see it off, but I don't think this is winnable,
No.
unfortunately. The shot still exists that Andy is trying to call, but he won't be able to keep his shooter. And he would reduce it to 1 red, possibly, 1 yellow, maybe 2 yellow. 2 yellow's not enough, is it? They need 3 to tie. Increasingly difficult to see a path to victory here for Anne and Andy.
And on Sheet D, we've got 8-6. Westhagen and juicy update too.
Who's in the box seat there at the moment? It looks like a red jammed in the middle of everything, which is going to be difficult.
Yes, it is.
Difficult to remove. There's a lot of guards in play.
Got the
on
last
sheet D.
rock from Rose.
Last rock from Ross. Almost academic at this point, but if she can get a good guard in, it makes it almost dead certain that Ian and Ross will win this game tonight. Yep, and that is a
Very
damn
nice.
fine
Close the
guard.
door.
There's an in
Absolutely.
off from the
What a
yellow
great
out
shot
there.
from Rose.
That's
That is a clown shot
we've
and a half.
we've left Andy with the clown shot.
That is a clown shot and a half,
Mm.
but it's all he has at this point in time. Fiona pulled off one of these clown shots earlier.
Against Johns and Johns.
Johns and Johns to get one. And we lost that game, but it was a spectacular finish. And having a laugh. She's clearly understands the futility of her situation here.
She likes a good clown shot.
Yeah, she loves a clown shot, especially when it's not her making it. Anne is looking around for something, I'm not sure what.
I'm kind of excited for this shot.
Yeah, I'm. This one could be one for the YouTube history books. You see all those compilations of great curling shots. Curling Australia could be famous if this one chips in on the right angle.
Andy Collins lining up for clown shot. And coming back to assist with the...
Anne is no stranger to directing the clown shot.
She's putting her gripper on, so she's getting serious
She's getting ready
here.
to sweep the bejesus out of this if need be. In one of the games that you had, I remember her directing a clown shot which resulted in victory.
Mm.
So let's see if she can do it again. Cannot see the angle here, so we're probably not going to know the line until it's too late, unfortunately. Fans out there.
Left the hand.
And Andy's yelling at her. He may be wide. Maybe wide. Nothing Anne can do about
Swing and
it.
a miss.
Swing and a miss. And one
red.
red. It doesn't really matter at this point.
There's some shaking going on.
Ian and Roz are victorious.
They got rosed.
They got rozzed. Just as Anne predicted over butter chicken. Yeah.
Cracker of a game.
Unbelievable. I don't know if they need to measure, to be honest.
Are they measuring?
They're going to measure. Roz wants everything she can.
Milking every
She
last
is
point
going
out
to-
of this.
No, I think Ian's already come. He's happy.
Yeah, Ian.
And did we...
Saner heads prevail, and that is the ball game on sheet
Some
C.
hugs.
all round.
Cracker of a game.
That just means that Anne and Andy are going to come back stronger and more intent to beat us tomorrow, unfortunately.
Poop.
They are going to take all of their frustrations out on us.
They have a game against Johns and Johns in the morning.
Do they?
Yep.
Oh, that actually could be good.
They could be worn
They
out.
might be a little tired.
And we're on the final end of sheet D.
which we cannot see from here. Can we?
Oh, okay.
Tech whiz?
We can arrange that in a minute. I'll just,
We may be able to get you some sheet D action. See this little camera here? Do I just have to like rotate that around? Alright.
I'm going to try some tricky camera work here.
Commentator. Turning.
Yep.
Sports photographer. How's that, Brad? Is that good? Yep. Alright. Passed with flying colours, my ability to move a small stick in one direction.
On a tripod.
On a tripod.
It's looking like a nice shot by Matt.
Yep.
It's hanging out a little.
It's
Well done, guys! You did it!
Ian and Roz jumping up and down towards the commentary couch. That does make the Pool A a little more interesting than it was a few hours ago.
We may have to come down to some LSDs.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate for us because ours have been hot garbage.
Woeful.
Hot garbage.
Goodness.
Alright, speaking of things that aren't hot garbage, look at this draw. Bruce is on that.
Great segue,
Yes. He's seeing that.
Great.
Oh,
He is seeing that to the pin.
nice rock.
I'm not sure why he gave up sweeping that.
No, I don't know
Probably.
either. I wanted to rest and
Although it has been a long
Freezer.
night, and I won't begrudge him a little rest.
I think Michelle's probably done the bulk of the sweeping anyway.
Michelle's just given us a look up to see.
If we're doing the wave or not.
No. I think she recognised that they might be on the prime time, being the only sheet left.
That's
Yeah.
right.
How's Michelle with nerves? Is she? You played with her before, I think, Fiona.
Yeah,
Does she?
she's pretty good.
In her day job, I guess she's got to present and do all sorts of things under pressure, so maybe no stranger to it.
But some nerves can really cause problems with these curling deliveries.
Yeah.
Know this from personal experience.
Bruce and Michelle need to get 3 here to tie for an extra end, or 4 to win outright.
They've got the hammer.
They do. Matt really
It's
being
just-
defensive here.
Yeah.
Normally you would expect he would try to get that. Oh no, maybe he just judged it perfectly. I'm a little bit harsh on my judgment there. I thought he was just trying to leave it out. as a
Jen's
guard.
giving some sort of distance measurement with her fingers there. What?
I don't know what you're signalling.
Ah. That's okay.
The peanut
We're-
gallery has expanded.
There's been a request from the peanut gallery to jump on the mic. We've had some others from the peanut gallery saying that may not be the best idea.
Okay. This did not go well earlier in the week. We tried this earlier in the week,
Great shot,
and
Bruce.
it
Just a
Oh.
great shot.
great shot.
Bravo.
That is an angry takeout swipe there
Yes.
by Matt Panussi, if I've ever seen one. They need to move some granite out of that house. They cannot afford to have those rocks remain. They can double them. They may lose a red, but no, they won't lose a red. If they get it right, they'll lose 2 of the 3 yellows, and that, honestly, that's getting up near enough to help them out immensely.
Some exciting games here tonight.
And it's always funny how the crowd starts to conglomerate around the final sheet.
Yeah, certainly over the...
You certainly notice it as a player when you're out there.
All those extra eyeballs on you.
A lot more faces in the viewing gallery than there were
I think
before.
there's a run back from...
A run back. That is a risk,
looks pretty
but...
good. Oh, it's just off.
Oh, we've lost a handle.
Lost a handle.
Oh! That wasn't what she was after.
That has cleared the guards, though.
Yes.
Left
I think
that
there was meant to be
clutch of
running back onto
yellows
the yellows as
opened.
Well and moved
I don't
some of
know.
those.
I don't know about you, but if I was Bruce, I'd be
guarding
Putting
the bejesus out of that.
Yes, they would, certainly.
bowing down to guard right now. Yeah, I don't think you want to leave 4 tightly clustered rocks. 'Cause,
3. Oh, yeah.
with this shot.
No, I think
Because they will bring the heat on it. That could overcurl. I'm not sure. I haven't been watching this sheet.
although we should, because this is the sheet we're playing in
That
India.
is true. Could be a bit heavy.
It was looking pretty straight during the practice.
Oh, it's coming in.
Yeah, it's a pretty good shot.
That is
That looks pretty
not bad.
good. Good sweeping, Michelle. Really want to get those out of there.
Yep.
Doing some slashing motions.
Even if you can outcount one of them at the moment. They don't have hammer.
Oh, you guys commentating the other game now?
Yes.
Yeah, we've moved on.
Oh, yeah, fair
Anne
enough.
Powell has joined us.
Surprised you didn't just
Hey, Anne.
hours halfway. This is looking fun.
Anne Powell's game was quite exciting right until the end there.
Yeah.
You got rozzed a few times. We see your acknowledgement. What?
No, he was talking to himself. He's commentating.
Some discussion going on here about commentary protocol.
Wow, they're really taking it.
Got a rocket from Jen.
Yeah,
Yeah. Are they trying a run back?
I think.
Yep.
Okay.
So you're going to go through the portal. It's going to.
Really got to.
Here it's on the yellow.
That's raking. Oh, hang on.
Is it going to work?
Oh.
That's enough actually. They really unlocked all of that center mess that was there. And now all they have to do is hit and stick or draw in, and they can hide one rock in the middle of it all.
It was a good shot. Lucky a bit, but
They don't have hammer though.
Dean want to get back on the commentary?
There's not a lot left of this.
Yeah, there's not a lot of rocks to go.
But they're sitting 3 yellow, which is what they need to take it to an extra end.
Getting a lot of ambient noise from the peanut gallery now.
I think Bruce and
yes, well, maybe Bruce is going to try a very high guard just to get in the way.
Bruce is going to put another guard in, because why not?
No, that's too much for a guard.
It's a little heavy for a guard.
Yeah,
Can
it's
you
still
tell me
racing
why he
down,
wouldn't
in
have
fact.
guarded it?
That's very long.
Maybe they're just trying to stack another one in there.
Pile them up. Why not? Another grey rock, to be honest.
Oh,
Yeah,
perfect.
But it does give a lot of backing, a double.
That's sort of like close to a freeze, right?
Yeah, it's
Yes,
a semi-thawed.
Slightly
not enough for a
defrosted.
freeze, really. 'Cause
Fiona sets him up. And up and
the
down.
top rock won't stick.
Now, this is the kind of shot Jen is well known for. I mean, you know, she can pull out the big hits.
You can.
Playing third in your team earlier.
Yes.
Yep. So, if they can leave their shooter behind and remove a couple of those rocks, it does make it a lot more difficult. In-depth discussion.
Yeah, it's a definite hit. It's just
That's
whether
Matt's
I
last
think Matt's
rock, is
looking
that?
for extra.
Is that
He's trying to
Matt's
take out
Yeah.
3.
final stone
with
on the
this shot,
8th end?
that's all.
I know this man has played some pressure shots in his time.
Certainly.
This is
Roz has just said we've done some lucky commentating for her.
Well, I know Jen and Matt won't want us to commentate. So Matt,
I reckon they're gonna rocket some of these out.
they don't
Oh,
have hammer.
Matt's trying to get 3 out in one hit.
He needs to get 3 out in one hit, and that
He needs to move some serious ground.
It's just off the centre line. It's coming back.
Running.
Yep. It's going to
it's
make
pretty-
good contact.
It's good.
It's going to make good contact.
Ooh.
Two rocks and one red counting.
Ooh, very nice.
Oh, that
It's
is.
just good. It's the job.
Bruce knows exactly what he has to do.
Well, Michelle's got to hit that red out, but they could get their 4 for a win. This is
This is champagne curling right here.
Yeah.
Champagne curling.
oh my god. This could
We
be
have a slow clap from the gallery. I'm not sure.
this is a high pressure shot here.
I'm not sure what the etiquette is for audiences and slow claps, but Michelle's just got to hold it together.
Take a breath, Michelle. The suspense is palpable. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Looking good. Looking good.
Oh!
3. That is 3.
That's an extra end.
That is an extra end.
So,
Oh, Michelle, so close. Oh, little wave for Michelle. little solo Mexican wave by the commentators.
a great shot.
Woo!
Wow. I'd be pretty happy if I could pull that off under that pressure.
Me.
Cracker shot by Michelle.
I had to adjust the levels, Mr. Brad Scott, at some point, just because I was trying to turn down some of that excitement. I think we're okay.
The umpire's happy. Going to be a later bedtime.
It is, it is. Well, at least we get a sleep in the morning.
Yes.
So, what are you chasing?
I'm just checking the levels.
Yeah, we're all good, I think. Wow. There are many things I did not think we'd see tonight, and
Well, there's been a few upsets.
some happy campers out there, though. Really happy campers. Bruce and Michelle had some close games all week, and honestly, if they do go down tonight, it's going to be a bitter pill. But they can hold their heads high. They played really well.
Is that gonna make it past there?
I believe
Yep.
so.
Yep.
And
A little bit of
Just tap
maybe
on
it's
the
tight,
back.
Might be too hard. Jen's going to sweep it
Oh,
out.
no.
Or try to.
no, it's
Yeah.
still
Still
biting.
Ooh.
A lucky break there for Michelle and Bruce. Be breathing a bit of a sigh of relief.
Matt gearing up for his first rock. I wonder if the interesting dynamics of Sheet D have come into play in this game.
Sheet D has been quite an interesting character in its own right all week. I know the Ice team has been doing various maintenance things on Sheet D to try and build up edges.
I think when we first arrived a couple of weeks back, there was quite the fall to the wall,
Mm-hmm.
and that was corrected, and then the other side of the sheet seemed to have a fall.
Imagery do we have of the other end on our live stream? Not much, I imagine.
No, we
Oh,
can
okay.
change the camera and
Yeah.
we can get an overhead shot.
Yeah, we
Let me
don't
just
really.
lose that.
I could zoom in this one, but
Can we actually see the house on the other
no,
end?
not really.
Well, there's a yellow in there and a red.
Thanks, Fiona. Excellent work.
Much like your rock book.
Yeah, my rock book.
Brad's taken some excellent notes on the rocks, rock matching. He's noted
Sheet A, I noted in my rock book, we have it here, has 8 red rocks and 8 yellow rocks. And it's a very similar pattern for the rest of the sheets. Clearly.
We're not really at the level where we can discern differences in rocks, but there are
But we are assured there are
others
some.
in our community who have mapped every rock, and
They've
whether
picked
they're cutters or slow rocks or.
quick rocks or
I think
curly rocks.
I think we
or-
just blame ourselves if a rock does something funny.
We really should pay more attention to it because some of the shots we make may actually be because, the rocks are bad.
It would be nice to just blame the rock, wouldn't
I
it?
know. That sounds like a problem for next year.
Yeah.
Currently, sheet D is working on the problem. Brad had a good image up before of the far house. He's working feverishly here to try and get everyone watching a bit of a clearer understanding of what's happening down there.
We've currently got a red rock steaming in towards the sitting
We have an overhead.
yellow.
Panusi now
Sitting 2
sitting 2.
with one
Yellow.
yellow in the front of the house. Not counting, but in prime position for a run back.
Panusi with hammer on the final end. It's a good position to be in. They'll want to keep it open because they only need to draw for 1. So the last thing they want.
Don't need to get greedy here.
Yep. The last thing they want is a wall. And of course, Bruce and Michelle looking to build a wall as quickly as they can. Thank you, Brad. It looks like
keep
you've
them
got
out
a
of there.
great graphic up there. Thank you for that. That should help people understand what's happening down there. Not sure what shot was called, but Bruce may be just trying to.
Shell's giving it a jolly good sweep.
It may take their own rock out of play.
Oh no, that's not what they were after.
One rock hits the board, maybe.
That's no yellows in the house,
And
and
only 3 yellows to play. But only needs to be 1 yellow in that house when all is said and done. That's enough.
true. Some thinking going on here.
Yeah, Matt directing traffic.
They don't want to set themselves up for doubles.
But they want to make sure that they're the ones closest to the pin for that last rock. And that
Is some guarding a good idea?
you'd have to imagine that some form of guard would be alright. And maybe even at this early stage, maybe even drawing to the
trying
wings.
to take out the yellow. They're really not going to take any chances here.
They're keeping it clean. They're still discussing it though.
Jen's not happy with the hit.
At this point, you've got a few options. I mean, you can remove the guards to give you more options to attack the house later on. You could also draw under that yellow guard, hoping to split the house a little bit.
I feel like the icy cold was for a guard.
They seem to have made a decision. Matt's come down to help Jen get that rock to where it needs to be.
He is a very strong sweeper.
He is indeed. Well, glad it's them and not me, because this couch is very comfortable.
It is. There are a few dog hairs on it.
Right. Our four-legged friend's not with us tonight.
But they do enjoy the comforts of the curling couch.
Do enjoy their curling. That is...
Freeze this?
I don't quite understand, if I'm honest. If that's what they called, that is an amazingly brave shot to...
Well, they've tucked it under the...
They've separated them.
Yeah.
They've tucked one under the left guard a little bit.
Yeah. And that's got a bit of backing. I think they're going to want to
I think there's going to be...
take some things out.
I think there's going to be a few people needing hugs tonight.
I think so.
I'm just watching, and my heart rate's cranking up to about 80 beats a minute, just sitting here doing nothing.
It's good you're burning off your ice cream.
I'm burning off my ice cream. I mean, extra N should mean automatic extra ice cream, I think. So.
I think you've had enough ice cream, mate.
Oh, you're not the boss of me. Alright.
Do we think a bit of smashy action?
I don't think if you're Bruce and Michelle you want that. I think you want to freeze rocks to red rocks wherever... Oh, no, I'm going to stand corrected. They are smashing... Is this...
Oh, wow. That's nice.
Wow. Okay. So not only did they clear another red, but they've got a rock within striking distance for a little run back. You can't quite see the rock, the yellow rock outside the rings on the live feed, but it's on the close up, but it's there, and it's primed for a little tap back. And honestly, I'd back Michelle and Bruce to make any of these shots tonight. I mean,
I wonder if they'll guard that run back.
You're leaving an open red there, though, and that's hit and stick town as well.
Or a hit and roll.
Or a draw. Just a draw.
Or
draw
any
freeze.
of the things.
Basically any shot at all.
Just choose from the menu of shots, really.
Yeah. Choose your own adventure, people. Choose your own adventure.
Bruce having a little shuffle across the sheet there.
Hopefully Jen won't be rattled by that.
That looks like a delicate delivery.
It does. Not. It looks maybe a little heavy.
Yeah.
Not quite sure what they intended to do with it, but...
I would have thought that
Okay.
Maybe they're
like a
It's
high.
that parallax causing problems again.
It's a great
They've
shot.
created a bit of a double
It's
there.
a bit high. Right.
It's on the button.
Yeah, absolutely.
They've created a triple, maybe.
Yeah.
If they can see it. If they can see it, I don't know. I guess you draw into that and hope that it's... Ooh, there's a lot of opinions going on.
There's a
There's
lot
a
of
lot of
there's a
gesticulating.
lot of things flying around.
A lot
in
of
there.
hands. Someone's going to lose an eye soon. A lot of opinions. I'm sure one of them is the correct opinion, but we will not know for sure
Time will tell.
until this rock is delivered.
So, are we thinking smashy? or just nestling it.
Well, you don't want to leave yourself exposed. I think you want to draw to the pocket.
Yeah, and then just freeze on that and then nudge them a bit if you can freeze.
Thomas Bence agrees with me, so I must be onto something.
What is that?
And then it's harder to get that rock out of there.
I just like smashy smashies.
Yeah, I know you do. All right. Michelle delivering the penultimate rock for her team. The yell of curl has gone up from the peanut gallery. Well, Anne. A little hit and roll maybe on this.
Oh, it's in there.
No.
Oh, that is so close.
Oh, no.
It just got the tap on the outside red, rolled under
There
the
we
rock
go.
in the
That's
button.
a shake.
What a great
oh,
That is heartbreaking.
Yes.
what a
Heartbreaking.
well-fought game.
Turned out to be the final rock, not the penultimate. As there was still one rock to
be
use,
played.
but at that point
There's no point.
it was a foregone conclusion.
I think we've seen some
Yes.
beautiful curling tonight, and I think
We need to get off this microphone and go and congratulate our fellow
Housemates.
Melbourneites and housemates, and yeah.
have a good night.
Hopefully, we will see you
Thank
back
you very
on
much,
back on the
Fiona.
tubes.
It's been excellent.
Thank you, Brad. Thank you for all your help and advice.
Good night, all.
Good night, all. See you later.
And with that, I say good night as well.